All right, so this is dividing functions with graphs and tables. So this says to use the function below to create a table and graph all of those functions. So if I create this table, we're going to have my x, my f of x, my g of x, and then my h of x, which is those two functions divided by each other. So in order to create this table, I need to go plug these two functions into my calculator. So I'm going to go into y equals. I'm going to plug the first one in, which is 2x squared. 2x squared plus 2x, and then minus 4. And then in my second equation, in that y2, I'm going to plug in that second one, that g of x, which is x plus 4. So then what we're going to do is we're going to go to the table. And the points I want to do is as many as can fit. So in this graph right here that's given, we just go from negative 10 to 10, from negative 10 to 10. So I'm looking here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start right here where I start with the negative 3, 8, because I can't go any more over here. So I'm going to create this table. I'm going to have negative 3, negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. I believe we can stop there. Let me double check. Yeah, we don't even need 3 because 3 is 20 and that's too big. So we can actually stop with just that. Okay, so we're going to fill this in. So for f of x, when x is negative 3, so when x is negative 3, it's 8. Then 0, then negative 4, negative 4, 0, 8. So it kind of goes in a pattern here. So negative 4, 0, 8. So let's go ahead and go over here and we're going to plot that. So we've got the point negative 3, 8. I'm going to graph that. The point negative 2, 0. Negative 1, negative 4. 0, negative 4. 1, 0. And then 2, 8. We're going to draw a line through those points. So notice this creates that quadratic. Then I want to go in and I want to fill in my g of x for those same numbers. So here we go. I'm going to go back to the table. When x is negative 3, we've got 1, and then it just goes down in order. So we've got over here for g of x, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so I'm going to come over here, plot this point right here. So we're going to plot the point negative 3, 1, negative 2, 0. Sorry, not negative 2, 0. That was already there. Negative 2, 2. That was my bad. Negative 1, 3, 0, 4, 1, 5, and 2, 6. And we're going to draw a line through those points. Okay. So then the next thing I want to do now is we're going to divide those two functions. So when I do 8 divided by 1, 8 divided by 1 is 8. 0 divided by 2 is 0. Negative 4 divided by 3 is going to be negative 1.25. And let's double check and make sure I did that right. So negative 4 divided by 3. Oh, sorry. Negative 1.33. Negative 4 divided by 4 is negative 1. 0 divided by 5 is 0. And then 8 divided by 6. So 8 divided by 6 is 1.33. 1.33. All right, so we're going to come over here, we're going to graph those lines. So I have the point 8, 0, so 8, 0, or sorry, negative 3, my bad, I'm sorry guys, negative 3, 8, then negative 2 divided by 0, so we had negative 2 and then the point 0, so negative 2, 0. Then negative 1, negative 1.33, so that's going to be somewhere down in here. 0, negative 1, so 0, negative 1 somewhere right here. 1, 0, and then 2, 1.33, so right here. So you have something that looks like that when I graph it. So those look a little different than what we're used to, but it's still the same setup. You're going to create your tables, all of those points that'll fit of f of x, g of x, and then we just divide them to get the h of x. Okay, most of the time what we were doing had linear lines, so you should be getting that. This is just a little bit different look.